What up, Footbap Nation? Welcome back to the Footbap recap. What week is this? Is this week 5, Paul?
6.
This
We're
is
upcoming on 6, right?
Oh yeah, this is. But is this the 5th episode of it, or is this the 6th episode of it?
5th.
Okay, so we got the 5th episode of the Footbaps podcast coming in hot. Paul's back with us. Paul, say what's up to the fans.
Hello, I'm here, chat. Don't worry.
And unfortunately, Dave's not here. I know that our fans were very happy with Dave last week. They really loved him on the show, but now they got to deal with Paul again, unfortunately. But we're fucking back, and we got a good episode coming in.
Also the 5th, to confirm, it is the 5th episode.
This is the 5th episode, and this might be the best one yet, Paul. I don't want to put that pressure on you, but
I'm
the
excited.
Paul return... The
Ready to
Paul
go.
luck was in full force last week. But let's get right into it, and we're going to get into the matchups first. The first matchup, me and Dewey, which was just like the injured reserved matchup, essentially. First of all, Thursday night, I guess I beat Dewey by 40 in the end. It really didn't feel like that big of a blowout because he had Nyheim Hines get hurt on the first drive of the Colts game. And then on Sunday, I had Damian Harris get injured on the first drive of the Patriots game. And then it was going into Sunday night, and Dewey still had Burrow, Higgins. He had Waller on Monday night. So he had 3 good players left, and I was only up by 40 at this point. I think it was literally I was up by 40 or 50. I definitely didn't feel safe. And then T. Higgins did nothing all game and then got hurt in I don't know, the third quarter, halfway through the game or something. So he got 0. And then on Monday night, Waller got hurt at sometime before halftime too. So this game, there's really nothing special that went on in this one. It was just both of us just had guys get hurt, and it was a really good time. I don't know, Paul, do you see anything here that needs to be talked about?
Both defenses going off. That's what we can highlight here.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed too because we were in a close game, and then all of a sudden, which it's expected kind of, but Baker threw a pick 6 late in that game, and I was like, even when Baker's not on the Browns, he's still fucking me in the ass. So, but either way, I won, so I guess I can't really complain. But the score definitely makes it look like Dewey's team shit the bed or something, but it didn't. He just had 3 guys get hurt. But yeah, I'm pretty upset about Damian Harris because Detroit's the worst run defense in the NFL, and he got hurt on the first drive, so that was pretty crushing. And it probably fucks me for this week upcoming. But Dewbag going down after a good didn't Dewey have a really good win last week or something? He beat
3-1 start. That's solid.
Oh no, he beat Steve off of his defense, getting a pick 6 at the end of that game. So the Dewey luck didn't carry over into this week. I got the Paul luck this week for myself, the George W. Kelp luck. Oh man, second game right off the rip. We're starting off. Yeah, this was this the game of the week coming into it? I don't know if it was. Nick versus Gorman was the game of the week. I could have sworn. I think it was Dave versus Steve. Oh yeah, the finish of the week. Yeah, okay. The upset of the week, if you will. I don't even know. Paul, what happened to Gorman this week? After such a hot start for Gorman, we predicted that he would go undefeated, and he immediately lost 2 games in a row. What happened here?
I don't know. We just jinxed him, I guess. We just hyped him up too much, got him too confident, and now his team's just only 4 guys doing things, and the rest of them just suck. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, Nick literally got 30 points from Mahomes, Henry, and Fournette. That's definitely Fournette's best game of the year, right?
Yeah.
30.9 points. He caught 10 passes? What on earth? Well, that's still insane. That's actually crazy. Yeah, I mean, and Nick's just flexing on everyone every week because he's saying, my team's so good that I'm literally going to start Keenan Allen, who hasn't played since week 1. And he puts him in every week. And then Dalton Schultz just hasn't caught a pass in 2 weeks. And he's still putting him in his lineup. So Nick's just literally styling on Gorman. He was like, oh, Gorman, you thought you were good? No, I'm going to start 2 guys that I know aren't going to score a point, and I'm still going to beat you. Two
Two
Jets
Jets
play,
players.
two like backup Jets players. I don't know if you saw how Michael Carter got these points, but like Brees Hall was tackled at the 1 yard line like twice, and then Michael Carter just got
He's got
two.
two. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just scored 2 touchdowns after Brees like got tackled short. But yeah, this is oh yeah, I mean look, all I'm going to say is Gorman's team looks a lot different when Lamar Jackson isn't putting up 40 points every week. That's all I'm going to say. He also did have Pat Fryermuth get injured. This team's looking like a Dave team. Pat Fryermuth and Deontay Johnson, like just collecting the Steelers players. But yeah, I mean, I'm worried for Gorman now. Now, to be completely honest, I think he's probably fine because he's still, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, he still has Lamar, Chubb, and Cooper Cup. So, like, he's
Yeah,
got
those
like the
people are
core
fine.
three that, yeah, they can all give him like 30 points at any given day. But yeah, this was a really sick game for for Nick to get his first win of the year. Projected to lose by like 30, and then he like comes out and wins it.
All
Like,
thanks to Mahomes Monday night, though. I don't think Gorman had any Monday nights.
no,
He
I don't
did,
think he
right?
did either. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Mahomes just put up 30 points and just buried Gorman. I really didn't expect. I mean, he beat him by 10 too, but a part of me for some reason was just kind of like, I don't know. It would be Nick's luck to like not get over 20 points from Mahomes,
Yeah.
but he actually did. So I'm happy for Nick, dude. I didn't want Nick to be 0
Yeah.
and 5, so a good comeback. And now that's a turning point in Nick's season.
Yeah.
Oh
Start of
man,
something.
this one, yeah,
An absolute.
long time
Oh my.
rivals right here, and Mike had two people scoring double digits, and one was barely in double digits. This was disgusting. I mean, it opened up on, you kind of knew Kyle was going to win when Gabe Davis caught a 98-yard touchdown on the first play of like football essentially. So when
Yeah.
that happened, you kind of knew it was over, but Mike with just some interesting like lineup choices because he went out here, he said like fuck it, I'm starting Goff against a good New England defense instead of Brady against a shitty Falcons defense. He said I'm starting Tyler Algier against the best run defense in football over Josh Jacobs against Kansas City where they're going to have to score points. And then he said I'm starting Juju Piss Schuster on against Vegas, which actually that's not too bad of a start if it wasn't for the fact that Lockett's been putting up like double digit points every week. So at the end of the day, this one's got to hurt for Mike. I mean, he got smoked, but at the end of the day, he has no one to blame but himself. So at least he like, I guess if I were him, I wouldn't really be feeling bad that I have a shitty team or something, right? I'd just be like, I fucked up on who I started, right?
Yeah, he's two guys. If he subbed in Josh Jacobs and Lockett in his flex spots, would he have won? I don't know the math on that one. Or Tom Brady too. If he had all three of those guys in, yes, for sure.
Let's
I don't
see,
think
because
I don't know
Goff
what
put
the
up
math is,
like
but
so 14. He would have had 14. Let's say 14, 20, and 23. So like, what is that? Fucking
23 plus 14, you know.
58. But 58. I'm trying to think if I don't even think that would get him now. I'm about to pull out a calculator. I don't think that would have got. I think he would have lost
Yeah.
either way.
That's
That
sad then. Never mind.
that's what did we say it was? 58.
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's like, yeah, he would have lost anyways. But it's still I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing Mike did do this so that he didn't lose a close game. Because I wonder if, no, Kyle didn't have anyone on Monday night or anything. I don't know. Either way, Mike, you can't feel too bad about it. You just kind of made the wrong start decisions. I really would like
Yeah.
to know what he was thinking when he made some of those, but at the same time, Mike's been doing this all season, dude. He's 3-2, and this is the strategy he goes with. He goes based off his
Mind
gut.
games.
Yeah, he just plays mind games with his opponents, and like that's how he keeps squeaking out these wins. And if it's working for him, he might as well keep doing it. Kyle, we said before, we were like, dude, Kyle's better than his 2-3 record, or I guess he was like 1-3. We're like, he's better than that. And yeah, now Eckler's been scoring 30 points every game. I don't think he's going to be getting 30 points from Gabe Davis every week, but still, that's a pretty welcome um, 30 points there. The only thing for Mike is I just think Najee Harris sucks. What do you think?
Yeah. I was draft time. I was like eighth spot. Originally, why I took eight was like, okay, I'll just take Najee before looking at anything, and then I was like, you know what? He actually kind of sucks, so I won't Joe Mixon. So, I mean, Joe Midson is not doing too well too, but he's better than Najee, so I'm just happy about that. But yeah, what the fuck, man? I mean, the last year we kind of saw this coming, just ton of volume, shitty production if you look at like the average. But
Yeah.
so yeah, we kind of saw this coming. Najee's washed in his second year, could we say?
Maybe he was
And
never not
yeah,
washed though. I don't know. I
true.
mean, he scored a lot of fantasy points, but like you said, it wasn't like he was overly efficient or anything. And then Jamar Chase for Mike has just been a complete disappointment.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know what's
been
happening.
he's been really bad. So, but either way, Mike 3-2, even after losing to Kyle. Kyle 2-3, moving up in the ranks. I wonder what the ESPN's going to project him to end at, but yeah, and then Kyle just can't figure out his tight end position because he starts Kyle Pitts every week and he gets him like 2 points every week, and then he switches to Everett and he gets 0 points from Everett. So there's just no winning for Kyle, but it doesn't matter when your team scores 131. Congrats, Kyle. And now we're on to our next game, the Paul Luck of the week.
Let's
And
go.
this is our Paul Luck of the week game, and of course it came with Paul getting lucky as fuck. So Paul, walk us through what happened in this
Hey,
game.
all right. Devonte Adams had what, 3 catches for 150 yards or some bullshit? 2 touchdowns? What was it? He might have had 4 or 5
Oh,
catches. I don't know.
Devonte
But
Adams scored 25 points, which he does 6 times a year. That's
hey,
so
what? But
unlucky.
on 4 catches, that's just unlucky, I'd say for me. But then CEH does his usual. No touchdowns, thank God. He was very close twice.
Yeah, he got tackled
Um,
on the one, two, or he went out at the
my
one and then
I
tackled
was
at the
watching on
one.
my phone driving home from a restaurant in San Diego, and I was like losing my shit.
I actually
And
hadn't
had
even started
yeah, it was
watching
great.
the game yet when you texted me and said it's over. And then I looked and saw Devontae got a 58-yard
Yeah,
touchdown. I was like,
when
holy
I was like
shit.
everything was looking good, and then he did that, and then he got another one. I was like, oh fuck. And then but yeah, luckily, uh, I don't know, just my team was pretty well balanced this week, except for Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
Everything went well.
you and Austin, this was actually an interesting matchup because you guys are essentially the two teams in our league that like don't have quarterback play. Like you don't get production from the quarterback position at this point. So
Yeah, it's not fun.
it's kind of funny like yeah, I don't know. Christian McCaffrey has been doing good the last couple weeks for Austin. Terry McLaurin does like nothing, and then I check his fantasy points, and he's in the double digits like every week. It's kind of weird. He doesn't like, yeah, I don't notice him out there on the field, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, he did put up 10 points, so that's solid. 19 points from Mark Andrews. Didn't even notice that. I wonder if Olave is going to be all right. He got hurt.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, dude,
I'm
let's see.
surprised they ruled that.
Did Joe Mixon? Oh,
He
5.6
did
yards
pretty
per
well.
carry.
Yeah,
That's actually the
he's
best game of his entire
just no
life, probably.
touchdowns.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I thought that Joe Mixon was being inefficient, but I thought he was scoring fantasy points. But now I'm looking and like, actually, he's not. So now I'm
Not that
actually a
much.
little more worried about him. I don't have him on any team,
Well,
but
yeah. It was like watching the game, they would not run him like from their I think it was last week against Miami or the previous week. They kept running him on the 1 yard line. He just wouldn't get it after like
yeah,
five
that
fucking
was.
tries.
I was watching that, and every time I was about to text you and say congrats on the win, but then he got stuffed like 3 times, like
Yeah, so
two separate times.
they didn't run him on the 1 to 3 yard line. They just never ran it. They just passed it every time. So maybe
Yeah, but
that'll
this is
change.
this is I'm just concerned. I think that the Bengals just like aren't as good as we were
Yeah,
thinking, and then on top of the fact that Joe Mixon still is like not really being efficient, but also he's not scoring, which is
he's
concerning.
improving. It's all right.
Yeah,
He's getting there.
either way, damn, that sucks for Austin. He's 1-4. He has
Yeah.
that sucks because I really don't think he's scoring like that little points or anything. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, you squeak away with a win. I mean, if Clyde Edwards-Helaire scores either one of those touchdowns, you lose this game. So I just
Yep.
can't even believe that this is how it ended up. Did you start? Oh yeah, I mean, we're gonna get into this later, but like this was the Paul. You're playing absolute big brain moves on the defensive end. Like you have a good Eagles defense, but we're slotting in the Vikings just to get you those 3 extra points,
Anyone playing
dude.
the Bears, dude, I just throw them in.
we're just rostering the Eagles just to fucking have them at this point. We're getting into that later. I'm pissed at you right now. Allen Robinson sucks. I hope that Dak comes back so that Michael Gallup can like do better.
I
But
know. Dex should be good, I hope.
Paul gets a win
Not
and
this week.
Austin loses, another heartbreak. And now this was the game of the week that me and Dave came up with, which actually ended up in a blowout. Who did Dave have that exploded? Oh, it was Kelsey on
Travis.
Monday night. I was gonna say I
And
didn't
the
think he like
Cowboys defense.
yeah, the Cowboys. So I mean, Dave's team is just I don't even know what to like think at this point. Like Brees Hall scoring 27, Kelsey's catching 3 passes and scoring 30 points off of it. Miles Sanders sucked. Christian Kirk sucked again. I don't know what to think about him. Dave's got like I feel like Dave's in this situation where I don't know if he even knows who to play anymore because he has so many players that can actually be started. If I were Dave, I'd be like going out and like packaging like a few guys on my bench that I'm not playing and like upgrading my position. But
Yeah, get
Dave's
a running
pretty
back of some kind.
complacent. Yeah, Dave's pretty complacent and with like just like playing the guessing game every week and just like hoping he makes the right decisions, which
How about mock trade right here?
okay.
Who would you take for Saquon off Dave's team?
Off Dave's team, so
Yeah.
I would be giving up like the number 1 running back in
That's what
football.
he wants. That's what he needs to. That's what he wants.
Okay, so yeah, if Dave gave me Travis Kelsey and Brees Hall, then I would give him Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
No.
I like
You know
that.
what? Travis Kelsey, Brees Hall, and Justin Jefferson, and I'd give him Dallas Goddard and Saquon
Okay.
Barkley. Yeah, because I got to
There's
repay him
no-
at the tight end. Well, he's got
I thought you were just gonna
Hawkinson,
say
who
Saquon.
didn't do anything again. Hawkinson's game log is hilarious. 5, 4, 9, 36, 1. That's hysterical. Let's look at Steve's team. I mean, it's pretty impressive to get 35 points out of a player and still only put up 100 points. So something went horribly wrong with Steve. One of them, I just remembered, I have no clue why he benched Rondre Stevenson. That actually confused the hell out of me. But other than that, I mean, it just looks like it was a down week for him, to be honest. I mean, he would have lost anyways, but it still is pretty impressive to get 35 points out of your quarterback and only put up 100 points. He got 0 points from Boswell? What the fuck? That's actually pretty hilarious. Do you see anything on Steve's team you like or don't like, Paul?
Jonathan Taylor. You know, if he was playing,
Oh
maybe.
yeah, I forgot. I was like, he's got to be missing someone. How could this have
Yeah.
happened? Yeah, JT was out. Okay.
But yeah, well, apparently he's still not practicing today at least. So
I
I don't know.
actually do.
Steve's team is very top heavy, maybe.
It
at the
it
moment.
doesn't really even. So I think that after this week, I think Steve's like learned his lesson. Like he's gonna play Ramondre Stevenson. I feel like.
Yeah, he's got 2 injured RB1s now. Like
Who's the other
injuries
one?
became Melvin Gordon. Like injuries made them the RB1. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Stevenson and Melvin Gordon. Yeah, he scored the ultimate lottery there. Like the big main injuries leading to like those guys coming through. David Njoku was a part of me wished I didn't have Dallas Goddard because Njoku was available on the waivers, and I wish I could have like. What I was planning to do earlier was trade Goddard to get a better player and then pick up Njoku, but Steve ended up picking him up anyways, and it was like, yeah, whatever. I still don't really have that much faith in him, but he's doing good. So, but yeah, that's Steve's team. Our game of the week was kind of disappointing, West versus West, and Steve actually drops to 2-3. The defending champ is in like a bottom 3 spot right now. So this is a huge development in the league. But that's how last week turned out. Now we're gonna go check out the standings, see what those look like. So in the East, we got a 3-way tie. Okay, we got a 3-way tie between
top heavy also in here.
Yeah, actually, this is kind of crazy. We're very top heavy. 3-way tie. Me, you, and Gorman. Gorman, I've just been like winning one and losing one every week. You started out 1-2, right?
Yeah.
So you've made a little bit of a comeback, and then Gorman's just like falling apart a little bit. In fact, they actually think you have a higher percentage of making the playoffs, which I would assume winning our division than they have Gorman, and they're still just disrespecting me. But I don't listen to the media. It's all right. But yeah, us 3 at 3-2. Gorman, me, and you, and then Austin 1-4. Like I said, he doesn't deserve that, but he's still at 1-4. And then Nick at the bottom of the East, 1-4 also, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for him because he won this week. And then we go to the West, and Dave in first place at 4-1. We said it was Gorman with the best team 2 weeks ago, but after looking at Dave's team today, I think that Dave just has the best team. And I think he has the potential to get even better because like I said, he's got like 4 usable pieces on his bench that he like doesn't even use. He could just I don't know, maybe he's not interested in trading or something, but either way, I think would you say Dave's the best team in the league right now?
Oh, yeah, easily. The no RB until round 6, was it? That strategy's paying off big time now.
Yeah, Dave pulled off the zero RB strategy, and it's working right now. So Dave's in first, 4-1. Dewey, I think Dewey started off like 3-0, and now he's 3-2. Maybe he was 3-1. Regardless, Dewbag drops to 3-2, tied with Mike at 3-2. Mike and Dewey, I think, were both 3-1, and they just lost this week. So that's pretty interesting. And then Kyle's crawling his way back at 2-3 after his win this week, and then Steve is actually in the last place in the West. Paul, what do you think about that?
That's surprising. I don't know. No words can describe the defending champ crumbling like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's that Super Bowl hangover, but I have faith that Steve's going to put something together. He's going to get healthy. He's going to get JT back, and he's probably going to get back on track. But I am pretty concerned for Steve right now. Like, now the good thing about this is the playoffs don't work where it's like the top 3 in each division or anything. The playoffs work where the top team in each division gets a bye, and then it's just the next 4 teams after that. So let's see. I'm going to look at what the playoff projected bracket looks like right now, which I guess Steve isn't in it right now. That's pretty so okay. So we just got a lot of 3-2 teams then, essentially. That's why. Mm-hmm. So if the season ended today, which obviously it doesn't, Dave would get a bye, Gorman would get a bye, and then it has me matched up with Dewey. Wow, who we just played this past week, and then you versus Mike. Oh, this is an electric playoff bracket actually, because if me and Dewey were if I were to beat Dewey, then I'd go up against fucking Dave, who beat me last year off of like the Dolphins defense getting 27 points and like Rashad Penny getting like 29 points. That was a horrible loss last year. I was like the highest score on the year. It was the best team I've ever had in my life, and I didn't even play bad. Dave's team just went off, so I would like to get some revenge on Dave this year. But in the losers bracket, we got Steve and Kyle going up against each other, and then Nick and Austin in the basement against each other. That's the standings. Most points scored in the league right now is still Gorman. Wow, Gorman's still, even after a couple down weeks, he's still in the lead there. Dave's second highest scorers. Nick lowest scorers, which isn't really all that surprising. But Mike's second lowest scoring, actually.
3-2. I was gonna say is 1-4.
Kyle is the third highest scorer, and he's 2-3, and Mike is the second lowest scorer, and he is 3-2. That actually hurts. Most scored on. Okay, most scored on is Austin, obviously.
Hey, you're up there.
Okay, but I wouldn't be up there if Dewey didn't have 3 guys get hurt against me this week.
Nick didn't play Keenan Allen and score 57. I'm gonna mention this every week.
I played Nick too, and he didn't play Keenan Allen or someone else. So that actually speaks to how little you've been scored on. I'm the second lowest scorer, and I played Dewey, who had 3 people get hurt, and then Nick, who played 2 guys who didn't play, and I'm still 20 points more scored on than you. You just don't have guys score against you. This is absurd. So yeah, the Paul Luck lowest scored on. I mean,
I'm 4th, 3rd, whatever in points. That's all right. This is not too low.
Yeah, but really, you can. I was gonna say, like, we're all pretty much neck and neck. You're not in the 600s. How is Kyle is part of the top tier of scoring, and he's in third, or he's 2-3. Kyle's like scoring points, and he's not even one of the highest scored against. He's the 3rd lowest scored against. How is he 2-3, Paul?
I don't know. What the hell's happening?
How is he the 3rd highest scorer, 3rd lowest scored against, but he's 2-3? That's just got to be like some crazy like timing luck. That must mean when he has good weeks, he loses like to guys who have better weeks, and then he must have like bad weeks against guys who score nothing. But that's crazy. So I really think that Kyle is now I'm more nervous for me and you, Paul, knowing that Kyle's back here and he's looking to make a push, and Steve also getting healthy. I'm pretty nervous right now. All right, let's go to the power rankings, see what the ESPN is projecting us to finish and shit. And my browser's frozen. Oh, this is pretty
What
sweet.
the
All right, this is pretty cool.
fuck?
What?
Lois for like a
What
second.
is happening? Let me see if maybe if I just okay. I'm gonna go on my phone and look. How does that sound, Paul?
Sounds good. Maybe
Okay.
try Edge. I don't know. Well, never mind. Might not work.
Let's see one more time. No, I'm literally about to pull up a new browser. See if this works. I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's just a shitty power rankings that mean nothing either. All right, fuck this. I'm reopening up Google.
Trying to
Chrome,
take a look on my end, see if it works.
yeah, see if
No,
it,
mine's not doing it too.
okay, so
like,
the
mine's blank,
fucking
yeah.
okay, so the power rankings are just fucked right now, but it's all right. I got it on my phone. I'm sorry that the people at home can't see this right now. But listen in and we'll let you know what it's looking like. And it looks like, let's see, final standings projections. They are projecting Dave to finish in first. I agree with that. Solid ranking.
Mhm.
Paul to finish in second.
Let's go.
That's
I don't know
I
how,
guess
but all right.
I guess yeah, I don't know. They're really sleeping on Gorman now. So yeah, Paul to finish in second. They have Steve finishing in third, so they're projecting a comeback from Steve. Gorman finishing fourth, so I think they've taken note of Paul dropping a couple games in a row, and so they're taking that into account. I just fucking beat Dewey. How is he fifth over me? So Dewey's fifth over me. They're projecting him to finish fifth. They're projecting Austin to finish sixth, even though he's 2 games behind me.
He's
I'm
1-4, yeah.
yeah, I'm projected to finish seventh. Mike actually moved up a little. Mike is projected to finish eighth now. Remember, he was dead last before. Or no, he was ninth.
Yeah.
Kyle somehow wins this week and is third highest score, and they're projecting him to finish ninth. That's pretty insane. And then Nick projected to finish last, which Paul, I don't know about you. I think that might be the trend for this whole year. What do you think?
It's unfortunate, but Nick just can't avoid the low scoring weeks.
He just can't avoid them at this point. All right, that's the power rankings. Dave in first, Nick in last, and now we're gonna get to the matchups. What do you think the game of the week is? Just by looking at it, it might actually.
Sad bros.
Who? Oh, the
I'm
Sad
kidding.
Bros. Yeah, no, that actually is a good one. That is a good one. I was
You and
gonna
Mike
say
is a good
you
one,
and
though.
Dave, but that is different divisions. Yeah, me and Mike are different divisions too, though. This could definitely be one, but I'm gonna hold
3 and
off.
2 teams. I'd say it's pretty
Yeah,
important.
this is a pretty important matchup. I just think the Sad Bros have more history behind it, don't you think?
True. Yeah. I like
Either
it.
way, this is what our matchup is. The first game will be me versus Mike, both third in our divisions, both 3 and 2. This I think is going to be a good game. I really do think I have like a few guys injured, so my flex spot is looking like pretty rough. I kind of have to start like 2 flyers essentially, but I think Mike has a bye, so I guess he's putting Thielen in there, which makes me scared. But I hope that Thielen has one of his like 3-point games instead of one of his like 15 or whatever. Yeah, Paul, do you have who do you think's going to win this matchup? I really think it's like it can go 50-50.
Mike learned his lesson, put Lockett in there. Hasn't fully learned his lesson and still doesn't have Josh Jacobs in. I don't know who they play this week, though.
He's on a bye. That's who I was saying
Oh,
was
okay,
on a
okay.
bye. Yeah.
That makes sense. Never mind. So yeah, Mike's learned it. He's got Tom back in there. But I don't know. I like your team a lot. With like your team, if I was the 7th pick, I would have thought like it would be the exact same. Because I wanted Pittman, I wanted Saquon if I were the spot after me. I wanted Dalvin in the 7th spot. Like the first like 5 picks you made were exactly like what I wanted. So I like your team a lot
Yeah,
in general.
I the only thing I will say is I think I'm playing Mike on a really bad week because like I do have injuries, so I have guys out. But at the same time, all my guys are playing like tough defenses. So, and Mike's pretty much playing all good defenses besides Najee against Tampa Bay. But it's my luck that Najee's going to do good against Tampa Bay. So I'm
30
pretty much
touchdowns incoming.
expecting
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm honestly expecting Najee to have like 16 points minimum just because that's shit that happens to me. Russell Wilson has his only good game. You know, it's just the story of my life. But in all actuality, Mike does have all of his guys are playing like plus matchups, and all of mine are playing like bad matchups for the most part. So I think that Mike will win that, but hopefully it's close at least. Now our next matchup, and I'm assuming Kyle hasn't set his lineup because he is only projected 104, or someone must be injured, or maybe he's fucked with buys.
Um.
Let's check this out real quick because he's playing a lot of guys projected. Okay, yeah, he's fucked with buys.
Wow. Oh my
Okay,
god.
oh my god. So this means that makes me feel so much worse for Kyle because now he's two
Yeah.
and
This could
three.
be the game that he loses.
Yeah, he's 2-3. He's got to start a ton of scrubs this week, and he's going up against Austin 1-4, who Austin doesn't have any buys, and Austin's team isn't bad at all. So this is my Brandon upset of the week, and I'm gonna pick Austin to beat
Yeah.
Kyle. What do you think?
I gotta go with it. I agree. This is just like Austin's team is good. He just gets unlucky a lot too, so it's just unfortunate for Kyle. The bye weeks are not looking good for him.
Yeah, but I guess the only thing is for Kyle after this week, I guess he should be pretty much okay with buys
Yeah.
for the most part. I guess Hurts, Eckler, Hill, Gabe Davis. Okay, he's still going to have buys on key players coming up, but it's better than he's just got a lot of like flex players on buys. That sucks for Kyle. You know what? I'm going to root for Austin because he's 1-4. Sorry, Kyle, but I still think Austin's going to win either way. So I honestly, at this point, even though Austin's the worst team, and then my upset is going to be picking Austin to beat Kyle, I don't even know if it's an upset with how beat up Kyle's
Right.
team is. So,
Yeah.
but that's still going to be my upset pick. He's 1-4. Fuck you. All right. This is going to be a
Slaughter.
yeah. This is going to no. I was going to say this is going to be a slugfest, dude. This is two teams, one second in the East, one first in the West, and Dave's on a roll right now, and Paul is still trying to figure things out. I feel like
Yeah.
I think if Olave is out, then you might be fucked this week. Actually,
If he does, I have to start Alan Lazard. So
oh, that's not
my
that
wide
bad
receivers
then.
won't look terrible. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just a lot of who knows what'll happen type of things in this game or
yeah. I
this
mean,
matchup.
at this point with Dave's team, because this isn't even anything against your team. I just think Dave's team is the best team in the league.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Easily.
you just got to hope that Dave picks the wrong guys to start against you, which I'm seeing Miles Sanders in the flex right there. And I know that you're smiling behind that camera right now, Paul. You're like,
The
yeah,
Cowboys
start Miles
defense,
Sanders.
baby.
Yeah, you're like, start Miles Sanders. See if I fucking care, because you don't want him to play Kirk or London or I don't know, whatever the hell. But how are you feeling about this matchup, Paul? Be honest.
I'm going in expecting a loss. That's so like everything positive that comes my way will just feel great. If I lose, it's whatever, you know. So I just gotta expect a loss, and we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was going into, because I knew my team had a lot of bad matchups this week. So last week I was like, I need to beat Dewey because I'm expecting to lose next week. So it's good for you that you're 3-2, and so even if you lose, you're still 3-3. And Dave's a good team, so it doesn't really hurt to lose to a good team.
Also,
That being
being
said, I
forced
don't
to
think
start.
you're. Oh damn, we got ATN in there. What were you saying there?
Yeah, that's literally what I was gonna say. ETN over Pierce because Pierce is on the bye.
Oh
So
yeah, so you have to start ETN. Yeah,
it's the ETN breakout game. I'm calling it.
yeah. This is going to be a fun one. Like in theory, Dave should win like 140 to like 115.
Yeah,
But I mean, we've seen this before with Gorman a couple weeks in a row where he's projected to
true.
slaughter his guys, and they've ended up winning. So I mean, I think I was expected to lose to Dewey by like 15 last week, and I ended up beating him by 40. So it's definitely not over, Paul. But I just think it looks rough for the sheer fact that Dave's team looks so good. It's literally nothing to do with your team. And now we got Oh, this is crazy. Will Gorman keep his 3-game slide? Gorman first in the
I like
East.
this matchup.
Yeah, I mean,
This is a
this
good
is
one.
the top of the East going against the bottom of the West right now, and the bottom of the West is projected to win. I'm picking the upset here. Also, I'm picking Steve to beat Gorman, the 2-3 team, beating Gorman and giving him his 3rd loss in a row. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, I feel like Gorman. He's got. You can see right there. Well, he's got Buffalo defense that puts a 2 on the position ranking, but the Lamar, Chubb, and Cup, and Marquise Brown, yeah. But like besides them, his team isn't looking the best lately. So it's just those 4 guys, maybe 3 of them, just need to score at least like 90 or 100 points combined, and then he has a chance. But that's it.
I guess the big thing is going to be whether or not Jonathan Taylor plays for Steve or not.
Yeah,
I think he has players that he can slide into flex, even if he has to move Ramondre up, which it looks like he has him in, so that's good. Um,
yeah.
but
Damn,
yeah,
he's predicted 15 already. That's wild.
I know.
Ramondre.
Yeah, but
Well, the
it's against
Browns defense is
Cleveland. Yeah, I
trash.
was gonna
Never mind.
say
Yeah.
Cleveland's defense is probably the second worst defense after the Lions. So, but yeah, no, Gorman. This is like as of right now, Gorman starting off 3-0, and now his team is spiraling. I think that he needs a dub here to kind of stop the flames from spreading, because he's got to turn off the or cut off the leak at some point, because it's been a rough couple of weeks.
Yep. Maybe James Conner will not be injured for the 8th game in a row, but I got Benjamin, so I'm kind of cheering for it. As bad as
Whoa,
that
dude!
sounds.
We didn't even. This is how top heavy Gorman's team is. Second best quarterback,
So I was
first best
mentioning.
wide receiver, no, but I didn't even notice second best Bills either. When you
Yeah.
said 2, I thought you were talking about him being projected 2 points from
Oh.
the Bills. So yeah, basically when you play Gorman, you're just praying to God that Lamar, Chubb, and Cup don't combine for 100 points. Like that's literally what you're hoping for. They just can't combine for 100 points. And that's 50-50 any given week. So Gorman can definitely win this game. Steve needs this game. I think they both equally need this game, because
Yeah.
Gorman needs to like figure out his team and and stop this losing streak, and Steve just needs to get back into it. I mean, 5th in the West, this we would have never thought this was going to be how 5 weeks into the season we didn't think this is what Steve was going to look like, the defending champ. Whoa, man. Yeah, this is the game of the week. All right. The Dewey brothers, the Sad brothers are just, this is a projected 97 to 83. Dude,
A barn
what?
burner.
This is just a
Oh,
shit
Derrick
show.
Henry's on a bye.
Oh,
And
Derrick Henry's on a
Stinger.
bye, but Nick's probably not even going to switch him out. Nick's probably going to keep him in. Let's see who Nick can put in. Nick, I hope you're watching this. Damn, dude, who can Nick put
Oh
in? What
God.
the
He's gonna have to
fuck?
start. Oh wait, he's got Michael Carter.
No,
I
he can
guess.
he can
Or
slide Michael
Akers.
Carter up in there, and then I guess put Chase Claypool.
Oh
This is
no.
disgusting.
This is not looking
I
good.
think with no Derrick Henry, I think there's absolutely no chance
Keenan
that
might not play. Who knows? It's.
this is. Yeah, I don't
Feel
think
bad for
Keenan
Nick.
is going to play. Yeah, this is. We can. I don't even know what to cover for this guy. I mean, Dewey's going to switch out Waller because he's probably got a tight end that he can slot in there. Yeah, I think Dewey's going to be 4-2 and Nick's going to be 1-5. I mean, I'm glad Nick got that dub last week now, because holy shit, with bye weeks coming up, I don't even know when Nick's going to get a win after this. But the Sad brother matchup, maybe there can be a miracle. This might not be the game of the week. I don't know, man. This was supposed to be a brotherly rivalry, and he's even Daniel Carlson's been low key carrying Nick this year, like getting like a shit ton of points out of his kicker. Who do you think our game of the week should be? I think it might be Gorman versus Steve, because they both are like really.
I think Gorman, Steve, yeah.
Or maybe Kyle Austin, like they both equally need it. Me and Mike
There's
are
a
all
lot
equally.
of good ones.
I'm biased at saying that my game would be a game of the week. What do you think the game of the week should be? I don't think it's you and Dave, because it's just kind of like
Yeah, I'm between the Austin, Kyle, or Gorman, Steve matchup.
Yeah, I think
The tough one.
I'm gonna lean towards Gorman and Steve, and it's just going to be because Steve is the defending champ and Gorman was the like
A hot
projected champ.
start.
Yeah, Gorman was the projected champ 3 weeks into the year. Steve was the champion last year, and now they've like reversed roles like to start the year, but now like Steve's on the up and up, and Gorman's like coming down hard, and like they both equally need these wins. So I think this is our game of the week: Gorman versus Steve. I'm not. I'm sorry, Nick and Dewey. This is a tough one, but you guys just can't be our game of the week. It just can't happen. So those are the games. The Sad Brother matchup still is a classic, so watch out for that one, Footbappers, because you love to see some brotherly rivalry going on right there. Those are the matchups for this week. I guess we should go over waivers. Is that the only thing I missed then?
I think so.
Okay, so
Hopefully that works. All right,
yeah,
go.
it doesn't matter that we already like looked over the matchups. I don't think anything really all that interesting happened. Let's see. You added Eno Benjamin, which is, you're just dropping Dearness Johnson. I don't think you're really expecting anything from Eno Benjamin.
I thought the reason why I picked up Dearness Johnson was like the Browns were trying out a ton of people, and I was like, oh, they're gonna make some trades, and they got that linebacker from Atlanta just for picks though.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I thought he was gonna get traded somewhere that needs the running
back. Oh, that's actually like huge brain. But sometimes that big
Nothing
brain
happens.
of yours, like when Mike makes big brain moves, they somehow work out. When you make big brain moves, I feel like they come to bite you in the ass, which is what I'm hoping is going to happen to you this week with this fucking move you made, where you added the Rams defense for $4, despite having the Eagles, who are like a top 3 defense, going up against the Cowboys. The Cowboys are 5-1. Don't get me wrong, but the Cowboys also like aren't in an elite offense as of right now, and plus the Eagles are just a good defense. So fuck you. I hope that the Rams suck.
Just because it's against Carolina.
Yeah.
If they weren't available, I wouldn't have taken.
To be completely honest, a slight part of me was a little like scared to pick up the Rams. First of all, because when I picked up the Rams and played them against the Niners, they got me 0 points. Second of all, because I don't think Baker's going to play, which I think might mean that the Panthers might be better like without Baker. I'm not even going to lie. But true. I don't think that it'll be like better in terms of like they're going to score more points. I think they'll probably score around the same points, but I just don't know if like PJ Walker's going to be throwing multiple pick sixes or whatever. But either way, That's who I wanted to pick up, and you got them. So then I just added the Ravens for $1. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it. It's nothing against the Giants. I think the Giants are solid, and I don't think the Ravens even have a good defense. But I'm kind of just like hoping for, a low scoring game or something. I might change that anyways, but yeah, pick them up. Austin picked up Taysom Hill, dropped Logan Thomas. Nice. Taysom Hill had 34 points.
Yeah. You didn't notice?
I didn't know he ran for 3. I thought that he threw for a touchdown and then
he did too. Yeah, and then rushed for 3.
Oh, okay. So that's why I thought that he threw for 1 and ran 2 in. Okay, so he threw. Yeah, he ran 3 in crazy. And then threw 1 in. That's insane. Yeah, that's crazy. So Austin maybe gonna try Taysom Hill out this week or something. Austin added Geno Smith. Finally got rid of Stafford. See you, Stafford. That's a good pickup, I think. I tried picking up Jacoby Myers, but I put like $5 on him. Austin put 17, so he picked him up and dropped Brandon Ayuk. What do you think about Jacoby Myers? I think him against Cleveland is probably solid because our defense sucks. But at the same time, like if he gets like Ward or something, he could be kind of shut down.
A concussion though.
Yeah, but is he out? Right? So he's fully out? Oh, I thought that he could still like clear it and play.
I don't know. I feel like he would be. I don't know. He's always injured.
Either way, I feel like Emerson's been good, and like I don't know. Either way, what do you think about Jacoby Myers like going forward?
I like him. I don't know. The Patriots are more of a run offense, clearly, but they have to pass to somebody, and number one option is him.
Yeah, my only thing with Jacoby Myers is that like he's always been the number 1 on the Patriots, and he's always like produced catches and yards. He just doesn't score touchdowns. Like every year he gets like 900 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. So a part of me was like, what if this was his one touchdown of the entire year? It doesn't matter anyways, because I think he's a consistent guy that you like throw in there and get like 5 to 10 points each week, most likely. So we'll see what happens with Jacoby Myers, and then so he got Myers, and so then I just added Isaiah McKenzie. I basically just needed a second flex, and it was like either Myers against the Browns because the Browns defense sucks, or McKenzie against the Chiefs because they're gonna have to score a lot of points. So that's what we're going with as of right now, because I could definitely change my mind and sit McKenzie, but that's what I got right now. And those are the waivers. So now we're gonna go to picking the NFL scores, but first we're gonna look at last week's, which Dave came in and did you
Honorary
a
Dave.
solid.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Dave got 2 more right than me. The one I really regret is not picking the Cowboys, because I was gonna pick the Cowboys, but then I realized me and Dave picked like all the same teams. So then I just went with the Rams, which was stupid and dropped me a game. The one that I won't apologize for is the Commanders. Did you see what happened in that game?
No, not
the
really.
the Commanders were like on the 1 yard line with like 20 seconds left and like first down, and Carson Wentz threw an interception. Like the Commanders should have won the game. They could have ran the football and won the game essentially. So that was
Classic.
pretty fucking annoying. Yeah, when I
Oh,
saw that, I
yeah.
was like,
I saw
yeah,
RG3 tweet run the ball, didn't he? Or is
yeah.
that a different?
No. I
He might have
think
just done it again.
oh, either way, it was obnoxious because I was like, oh, nice, the Commanders are gonna win this one. Like I was pretty confident in that one, and then they lost, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. So now this is the record for the season. Paul's up 2 games on me again after I just got back and tied it. Even though you probably would have picked the Cowboys over the Rams. No, you probably would have picked the Rams.
I probably would have picked the Rams.
Yeah, and then maybe you would have picked the Titans. I don't know. Maybe you would have picked
I
the
like the
Commanders.
Commanders. I'm a
Yeah,
big
we might
Commanders
have we
backer.
might have had the exact same picks. So fuck you, Dave, for
Dave
helping
saved
Paul
me.
out. Yeah, the Commanders should have won that game. That actually pisses me off. I think our best call is me and Dave both were like, dude, I think the Giants might win that game, and then the Giants did win that game, but we were never gonna pick them. I think we both picked the Lions because I
Yeah,
think that
pick
they
the
were going
Lions
up.
too.
I think that they were going up against we were like, oh, third string quarterback or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. This is how it turned out. You beat me by 2 games last week. I'm bound 2 games on the season. Let's go to this week, and we got just an
Oh,
absolute barn burner.
damn.
Commanders, Bears. Paul, who are you taking in this one?
Starting right off with the hardest pick ever. Uh, Dude, I really don't know. I mean, it is even. The line's even. That makes sense. How could you pick one or the other here? I'm just gonna go with the Bears, I guess, since it's a home game. That's all I gotta do.
Damn, dude, that's what I was gonna do too. But a part of me is like, how could the Bears be 3-3? Like, but the Commanders 1-5. Like, I don't. Are the Commanders that much worse? But man, that's tough. I'm gonna go Bears for now. I just feel like I have to go Bears. I'm
You know
going
what?
Bears just because
Fuck
it's
it. I'm
you're
going Commanders.
you're going Commanders. I
Yeah.
might come back and change to Commanders. The only reason I'm saying Bears right now is because it's in Chicago. But I could definitely see the Commanders winning. That's such a shit game to pick, dude. Whatever. All right, Patriots, Browns in Cleveland. Who are you taking?
Going with the Patriots, dude. I've lost all hope. It's over.
All right, you're going Patriots. Yeah, dude. I don't like. Can I? It's in Cleveland, so like a part of me would be like, hey, I'll pick the Browns, but like, man, I don't know if I can. Fuck, this sucks, dude. These are such hard games. I might come back to this one too. I'm gonna pick the Patriots. And I'm just gonna hope that jinxes the Browns into winning, and that's the only reason I'm picking the Patriots to win. Ravens, Giants. Who you taking?
Ravens look good. I like them. Giants are crazy at 4-1. Don't understand it. I gotta
Yeah,
go with Ravens. You can't pick them. Can't
yeah.
not pick them here.
I'm going Ravens. Even though it is a home game for the Giants, I still just think I trust the Ravens more. Like it makes like for some reason in my head it makes more sense for the Ravens to be 4-2 than the Giants to be 5-1, if that makes sense. Like it just
Yeah,
doesn't feel right. Oh man, this is gonna be good. Chiefs, Bills, who you taking?
I love it. Want to get some tickets? Only $235. Not bad.
Does
Let's
it
go
say
with
that somewhere? Oh
yeah,
yeah,
right
it
there.
does. That's hilarious.
I'll go with the I'll go with the Bills. They
Damn.
look better than the Chiefs right
Yeah.
now.
As of right now, the Bills just look so good. it is a home game in Kansas City, but I just think the Bills are so fucking good. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm, yeah, and like the Chiefs just played like the Raiders close. Yeah, I gotta go with the Bills. And the
Yeah.
Chiefs did lose to the Colts. Like at least the Bills lost to the Ravens, right? And that like the Ravens are good. So yeah, I'm picking the Bills. All right, Niners Falcons, who you taking? I'm gonna take the 49ers.
Yeah. Falcons, they're fun to watch, but I like 49ers just know how to win. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Even though their
I
quarterback's ass, it's just great
dude,
team.
and they opened it up at like they kind of threw us off by like sucking in that first game with Jimmy G, right? Didn't they
Yeah.
didn't they suck, or like it was like maybe when he
It was a
subbed
rain
in?
game,
Yeah, yeah. Oh no.
but
They had Trey Lance then. I'm talking about
yeah.
whatever game that was like that was it was Jimmy G's like first game, and I'm pretty sure they got killed by whoever they played, right? Oh no, it was the Denver game. They didn't get killed, but they
Oh, they
looked
look so
shitty.
bad.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the game that I was like, oh, so the Niners suck, and then no, it's like, oh no, so the Niners don't suck. So yeah, I'm going Niners. We got Green Bay Jets. I'm taking the Packers.
I was gonna say Jets, but I
Oh,
can't.
dude, oh come
I
on,
can't.
pussy.
The Jets putting
Damn.
up 40 big ones on the Miami Dolphins in the
Yeah, the
divisional
Dolphins did
game,
have a
but
lot of injuries, though, for being
yeah,
honest.
I can't trust that. That's an easy
The
one.
line though, 7.5. Again, I don't know why the Packers are favored by so much.
Yeah,
I
I would
would
never take that.
definitely. That's the same thing as the Giants last week. All right, Colts Jaguars. Wow. Okay.
Well, it's not in Jacksonville, so I'm gonna go with the Colts. I feel like they're gonna know what to do when they're not
Yeah,
in Jacksonville.
I'm kind of pissed because I was kind of hoping that maybe you missed the Jaguars suck last week and you would pick the Jaguars, but I guess we're both picking the Colts then. Yeah, I'm pretty much only doing it because they're home, and I'd have so much more faith if the Jaguars like beat the Texans. Like then I would be like, yeah, I'm taking the Jaguars. But you lose to the Texans, and now I'm like, I take it back.
Same
I
old
don't.
Jaguars are back.
Yeah, so yeah, we're both going Colts there then. Wow, this is gonna be a good game. Okay, Vikings Dolphins. Who you taking?
They said Tua's starting now, I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh, I
So
have no idea. Wait, look that up real quick.
I thought they cleared him for it or something.
I
Hold on.
oh dude, I don't know. Yeah, look
Let
it
me
up.
see. Tua Tagovailoa status. Let's find out here. To return to the field Wednesday. Timeline to return to play. Still to be determined. Okay. So they don't know if he's playing. I thought he would.
So
Um,
I'm gonna pick as
fuck.
if Tua's not playing. This sucks because even though I think the Vikings are solid, I don't think they're like that great. I'm picking the
Yeah.
Vikings, even though it's in Miami.
I'll go with the Vikings, yeah. It's just
Damn
if
you
Tua played, I would
bastard.
easily go Dolphins.
Yeah. But I just think the Dolphins have injuries outside of that too. Like Tyreek and Jalen Waddle are like injured. I know they're like playing, but they're not like 100%. And then they've got defenders out and stuff. So yeah, this one is an interesting game. Dude, these games are hard this week. Bengals
Yeah.
Saints. Who are you taking?
Uh, I'll do Bengals just because Jameis. I don't know if he's playing.
Damn, I tried throwing you
Also,
off by saying it was a tough game to pick. All right, I'm picking Bengals too. I was hoping that you'd be like in New Orleans. Not to say the Saints can't win because I think the Bengals like aren't that great, but I don't think Jameis is even like playing or anything, and they might not have Olave, and like I don't know what's going on with the Saints. I just don't trust them to be honest. Like even though the
yeah,
Bengals have looked bad, maybe I'm just riding the playoff Bengals from last year's. Like I'm just taking that like too much to heart, but yeah, I'm picking the Bengals. I don't really feel good about it. That game can go either way too. I really do believe that. Um, okay, should I just pencil us both in for Buccaneers here?
nope. No, I'm
You,
kidding.
oh, I was gonna say you're taking
I
the
can't.
Steelers.
I
Okay.
can't.
Okay, wait. So you're telling me the Bills played the Steelers in Pittsburgh and were 14 points favorites, or
I would put that.
was that in Buffalo?
I was in Buffalo,
Okay,
but
okay, okay.
still,
I'm still taking the Bucks over the Steelers. Sorry, Dave. Sorry,
yeah,
Steve.
same.
Panthers, Rams. Wow, the Rams are 10.5 point favorites. I mean, I am picking the Rams, but they look so bad. I can't believe that it'd be that confident to like pick them to like dominate them. You know?
Yeah, I think the line on that is crazy, but I would never take that. But yeah, I go
Yeah.
with the Rams easily.
Okay, cool. Cardinals, Seahawks. Who you taking?
Um, the Cardinals look so bad, but and the Seahawks are sweet with Geno. I'll
Yeah.
go with Geno. Let's go with the Seahawks.
All right, you got the Seahawks. I guess I'll take the Cardinals on that. Yeah. I think that the Cardinals might lose this. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, Eagles, Cowboys. Who are you taking? I'm gonna take Eagles.
Eagles finally get that win. Cooper Rush loses, and then they bring Dak back in. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
perfect setup.
perfect. Yeah, the perfect setup. I'm gonna go. Oh, okay. Broncos, Chargers. I'm gonna take Chargers in this one. What about you?
Yeah, same. Broncos look just so bad
Okay, now I'm going
every
through
week.
just to like confirm my picks. I think I'm gonna stick with the Bears just because it's in Chicago. Damn, dude, I want to believe that the Browns can win this game, dude. Oh, it
What are our
sucks.
differences? Do you have it pulled up?
I think it's just Bears. Oh, I think just Bears Commanders. I think is our only difference.
Yeah.
Oh no. We have another one. I think. Nah, I don't know actually. I don't think we do have another one. I think that's it.
What about did I pick something? Hold on, keep scrolling down.
Okay.
Uh
Did you pick Saints?
no.
No, you didn't.
Oh, Seahawks Cardinals.
Oh yeah. Okay, Seahawks Cardinals. We have different. Man, I really want to pick the Browns, dude. I really want to pick them, but I just don't have faith at all. I think I picked. Fuck you. I'm picking the Browns.
Damn it. Alright, that's fine.
I'm picking the
That's fine.
Browns. All right. So you got our differences are that you have the Commanders, I have the Bears, I have the Browns, you have the Patriots. This could end so bad for me. You have the Seahawks, I have the Cardinals. I think this is going to end bad for me. I forgot that there were so many buys this week, but all right. Here are the picks. My like screens are like different sizes, so it like fucks up. That's too big now. Let's just go with this. Fuck. No.
I can see it's alright.
No, but like the last name was like cut off.
Oh.
All right, so here are the picks. Yeah, and then that's this week's episode. Did we forget anything, Paul, or no?
I don't think so. It's gonna be a crazy week. Lots
Yeah,
to talk about here.
this is going to be a crazy week, and we do appreciate everyone's feedback in the comments. Let us know what guest we should have on next week. Paul, who are you like thinking of right now in terms of like a potential guest to bring on?
Steve, defending champ, depending on how that game goes.
Oh,
We'll
game
see.
of
Get
the
his
week.
mindset.
Yeah, game
Yeah.
of the week, Steve. So yeah, we might have Steve on because he's going to be the game of the week team going up. So whether win or lose, we're going to have to get his
Have a
reaction
spicy
to
and
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Spicy reaction.
look forward to seeing Steve next week, hopefully. And if you're excited for Steve to come in, just comment down below Steve-O with like 6 O's. And then
I'll be
we'll
one of
know.
them.
Yeah, now we'll know that you're pumped to see Steve. But that's Footbaps episode 5. We're on to week 6. It's gonna be a good week. Hopefully, me and Paul come out with wins, so we're not depressed next week. But Paul, you got anything else to say?
Nope. We're hoping for the best. That's all I can say with my team at least. But
All right, this
we'll
is
have a good episode next week.
yeah, this is Better Call Paul and George W. Kelp signing off. Peace.